Okay, everybody, hey! I'm trying to get everything a little bit situated here. I know I don't usually go live quite this early in the day, but I wanted to pop on here before I went to teaching, just so that I had enough time to kind of introduce everything I want to say and, just go through any questions that you guys have. So first of all, oh my gosh, I can't even believe that I'm like finally launching this membership course. I have been talking about this, thinking about this, planning this for the better half of 2 years. And I remember when I first knew I wanted to create something, it had to go through all these like processes in my head before I finally found actually what it was that I wanted to create, that you guys wanted me to create, and so that you guys can really learn to sing with me online. Hey, Amanda. And hey to everyone who's watching live. If you are watching the replay, comment, tell me you're watching the replay. And I'd love to know, if you guys are watching the replay or watching live, what you're doing. So I am launching a membership site. If you didn't know, surprise! It's actually already up. So it is ready for you guys to come join it. It's called Total Vocal Transformation. And the idea behind this membership is that a lot of times when people create these vocal courses, or they create these online programs to help you get better with your voice, what I've found, because I have followed many of them, I have bought some of them, I've looked at some of them, what I've found is that what most course creators are doing is they're taking 100% of their vocal knowledge and they're stuffing it in to a course. And how I kind of like thought about that is that I think it's overwhelming, and I think that it doesn't really serve you guys as singers. I think that the information is so plentiful and there's so much information out there that we really need to approach it not at a here's everything in the kitchen sink kind of way, but here is what you can focus on right now and work on in your singing voice, okay? So I just think that that's so much more of a feasible way of learning. And I feel like that's the way that you as a singer and as a student can really start soaking in this knowledge, right? Because you can have all the vocal knowledge in the world, but unless you really start working to build it into your body, build it into your muscle memory, and start to really feel what it feels like to sing healthily, then it's not useful to you guys. So, hey guys, hey everyone who's popping in here. So thus the idea of Total Vocal Transformation was born. And I have created a couple courses, and I'll talk about those a little bit later. But what I found is that when I reviewed everybody and when I asked them what they thought of the courses, they really liked it, but they wanted more. Okay, so they wanted more and they wanted something that was affordable for them. So those were the ideas that I went into, all from my audience's suggestions and my students' suggestions on what they really needed from me to create. And so I wanted to build this, right? So what is my membership course? What is the premise for it? So the premise for it is that every month, on the first of the month, a new mini vocal course is released into the membership program. So I actually just got done filming the very first mini course that's going to be released on September 1st, maybe a little bit earlier, wink, wink. And it is all about intonation and singing in pitch. Now, when I see my students, when I hear my students, and I ask them what they're really struggling with, a big thing that they're struggling with is staying in pitch through the duration of a song or through the duration of a phrase, right? And so I figured what better way to start this extremely exciting vocal journey with you guys than to really start with the basics of ear training, matching pitch, and singing in correct intonation. So, hey everybody, I see you guys popping on here. Hey. We have some specific questions going on. Let me get back to those. So if you guys have any specific questions about the program, those are the questions that I really want you to send in right now, because that's where our focus is today. Okay? So, but we'll get to those later. So that is the main part of the course, right? That's gonna be what you're getting every single month. You're getting a new course. Now, additionally, I know that there's a lot of you go-getters out there who are gonna work through that course and you're gonna want more. So the core content, I'm calling it, of the membership is my other 2 courses. Now, those courses are called the Starter Singing Lab and the Belting Lab. So for those of you who are wanting to join, who have been thinking about my other courses, because I know there have been a lot of you who were like, oh, I want to join, but I'm not sure, blah, 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 blah. This is a perfect chance for you to get access to those courses for an affordable rate. So there's that. And then additionally, every month, if you're a member of this course, you're able to email me a recording, either video or an MP3 recording of you singing, and I will send you feedback, comments, and suggestions for your recording. And I find that that's a way that we can have some interaction with each other, so that I can hear you guys singing, I can hear you improving, and I can really know what you need out of this membership. So this is going to be like a very collaborative process. My founding members, you guys are going to be the people who, let me know if you like what's in the membership. If you need something else, we can talk about that and see how it goes. I want this to be a very collaborative process between the 2 of us. Between all of us, not just the 2 of us. So the price for the founding members in this membership program is $19.99 a month. Now, that is the special rate that I'm offering just the founding people to sign up, right? So if you guys want to experience this course and you want to see what it's all about, join it now. I'm telling you, join it now, because this price is going to go up. $20 or $19.99 a month for a membership like this is extremely affordable and very, very much under market value. When I add up all of the courses and all of the things that you guys are going to have access to, it's really worth about $297 a month. And I'm not charging that though. I'm only charging $19.99 a month for my founding members to say thank you guys for believing in me. Thank you for choosing me as your vocal guide in this journey that we're about to embark on together. And I just love you guys. So I want this to be affordable for you and so that you join us. So I want to come in here today primarily with the thought of answering questions. Now I have a list of questions written down already that I have answered. So I want to share those answers with you guys right now. But I also want to hear any questions that you guys have, even if you're watching on the replays of these, so that I can help you decide if this membership is right for you. Now, before I go into the questions, I do want to say that the goal of this membership is to get you the results that you're looking for in your singing voice, so that you can build your technique from the ground up, so that you can find freedom in your sound, and so that you can grow in confidence to achieve whatever it is that is your goal that has to do with singing, right? So maybe your goal is to have enough confidence in your voice and enough and to grow enough in your technique that you're able to perform, or you're preparing for an audition, or maybe you're just a beginner and you've been looking for something to help you, but you don't really want to take voice lessons. This is for you. Okay, so I've had a lot of people say, is this a good fit for me? And honestly, this is a good fit for anybody who's a singer, who is working to get their voice up there, who is working on their technique, who has a lot of questions about technique but hasn't ever really been able to find the answer. If you're somebody who has watched all of the free YouTube content there is out there, and at this point you're like, oh my gosh, like what is the right way to do this? This is totally for you. My goal as your teacher is to give you the blueprint that you need to be a good singer, right? And a good musician. So this is really going to be a well-rounded experience. We're going to talk about stuff that has to do with musicianship, like in our very first course, the intonation course. We work on a lot of ear training. And if you want to be not just a good singer, but also a good musician, you need to work on your ear training for sure. Okay, so the only people that I would say that this course is not for is people that are already professional singers, people who are classical singers like myself, because those people are probably a little bit too advanced for this course. Although we can all go back, get a good use of going back to the basics. Okay, so here we go. Let's start this list of questions, and if you guys have any questions, go ahead and let me know while we're doing this. So the first question I have is, will this course work for beginners? And the answer is 100% yes. If you are a beginner, this is a perfect place for you to start, because we are going to address the issues of vocal technique step by step. Additionally, you're going to have access to that course called the Starter Singing Lab. That is my first full vocal course. It has 4 modules, and each module has a lecture in it and exercises. But anyway, if you're a beginner, that course is 100% for you. That's what I want you to go directly to as soon as you enroll. And that way it's gonna really kickstart your learning and kickstart your results. Okay, so another question I have is, am I too old to learn how to sing? Absolutely not, you guys, absolutely not. I have students who are 5 years old, and I have students who are 65 years old, okay? The age when you're singing is really not an issue, right? My grandfather went to his choir rehearsal up until the month before he passed away when he was 91 years old, okay? That is a true baller right there. But anyway, so you're never too old to sing, and you're never too old to learn how to sing, right? It is a skill, and just like anything else, skills can be built up. Now, I will say, if you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, your voice is going to be a little bit more probably difficult to wrangle, because as we age, our voice ages too. But that does not mean that that you can't learn. You can 100% learn, okay? So my goal is to have people of all ages in this membership, and so that we can all work together and really realize how amazing it is that music and singing is one thing that can bring us all together, no matter how old or young we are. Okay, so the next question is it true that some people are born musical and some other people might be tone deaf? And the answer to that is a little bit more complicated. So I do think that some people are born with an innate musical talent, but that, born talent only gets those singers so far. And the rest really needs to be cultivated and worked towards to really still build your vocal technique, right? And still become really confident in your craft and your skill. Now, on the other side, is it true that you might be tone deaf? So if you've ever labeled yourself as tone deaf, or that you've labeled yourself as that you can't carry a tune, but that you really love to sing, or that you really want to learn how to sing, I'm telling you guys, this is the time to join the course, or the membership, sorry, because this first course that I'm releasing is all about intonation. So we go into these topics of what is singing in tune? What is singing flat and sharp? How do you stay in tune when you're singing? And can you actually learn how to match pitch? And can you actually learn how to stay on key? And the answer, of course, is yes, you can learn how to match pitch, and yes, you can learn how to stay on key. But that's what I'm covering in this first course. So I want you guys to keep in mind that matching pitch is a learned skill. And so you don't come out of the womb being able to match pitch, believe it or not, no matter, what your musical, how musically inclined you are. There we go. You still have to learn to match pitch. Now, most people do learn how to match pitch by the age of 8, but you can 100% learn after. And in fact, I am teaching a bunch of my students right now how to match pitch. So it can be done, and we're out here doing it, okay? So what will the course look like? What will the membership look like? So when you enroll, what you're gonna do is you're going to click on the link. I have the link in the description, right? But it's just singingwithlauren.com/membership. And you're gonna go there, you're gonna click on that. You can either read through it, or you can click like, yes, I wanna sign up. So that's gonna bring you to the cart page. And that card page is just where you put your information in, and where you'll be initially charged that $19.99. As soon as you, do that transaction and you enroll, you say yes to improving your voice, and yes to singing, and yes to this journey, then immediately you're going to get an email from Kajabi. Kajabi is the website that hosts my courses and my membership site. So Kajabi is how you're going to sign in. And you're going, like I said, you immediately get that email from Kajabi with your membership information. So make sure that that's what you're looking for. You're not looking for an email from me. You're looking for an email from Kajabi. Okay, and so then when you have those login details, they'll also share the link that the course is, the membership is located at. You click the link, you sign in. I do recommend changing your password right away, because they usually give you like a password that's impossible to memorize, like JK573429, one of those. And then you're in, right? So if you sign up today, you will be able to access the Starter Singing Lab, and you'll be able to access the Belting Lab. So my advice to you is, when you sign up today, go right ahead and start that Starter Singing Lab. It's gonna really, like I said, kickstart your journey. And so what the course what everything looks like is mostly videos. Everything is videos, and there are some downloads too. So the content from the courses do have downloads. The content from the mini courses, when you see it, it'll all be videos. And what I like the most about how everything looks is it's really clean, it's really organized, but also there is a space on every single video to leave questions. And so that's where I really want you guys to engage with me. I want you to ask questions. It's my goal to get back to everybody within 48 hours of their question. And so you ask your question there, and then you're done, and I'll go in and answer. And the best part is that everyone's able to see the question you asked and my answers. So if you guys have questions and you're in the membership, really please, I'm already gonna say this now, go ahead and ask the question, because I can guarantee you that somebody else has it, and so many other people are gonna benefit from you just taking the time to ask your question. Okay, so that basically answers that question, and it also answers the question, how do I sign up? But just quickly to remind you, you can sign up at singingwithlauren.com/membership. And I also want to let you guys know that this founding member deal, the $19.99 a month, is only available until Friday night. So Friday night is the cutoff, and after that, the price is gonna go up. Remember, so you have to make your decision then. If you already know, like, this isn't for me right now, that's totally fine. Make your decision. But maybe you're thinking, I think this could be me, and maybe I should do this. And if that's you, go ahead and ask me whatever question you have, because I want to help you make this decision as easily as possible. And if you have questions, I'm sure that it's probably for you, but I want you to feel really comfortable with your decision and signing up. Okay? And so I forgot to mention, one of the other biggest perks of being a founding member is that you're locked in to this $19.99 a month membership for as long as you continue your membership. So that's your price. I'm telling you guys, the price of this membership is gonna continue to climb. And guess what you're still gonna be paying a year from now or 2 years from now? You're still gonna be paying $19.99, and everyone else is gonna be paying way more to be in it, okay? So I'm telling you, take advantage of this founding member price. I already have so much content in there for you guys. You're going to totally love it. So there's that. Now, here's the next question. Is it really true that I will notice a difference in my singing voice? And the answer is 100% yes, if you put in the work, right? So if all you guys are planning to do is to sign up and then never look at the courses, never look at the mini courses, never send me in recordings, you will probably not hear improvement, right? You have to sign up, and then you have to put your end of the work in, right? And so that's what I really want you to encourage you guys to do is, I want you to sign up, but I really want you to commit that this is a journey that you and me are both on together, right? This is a two-way relationship. And if you don't put in the work, you will not hear improvement. But if you put in the work, you will get better. And not only are you just gonna get better at singing, you're gonna become a better student. You're gonna become more confident because you're showing up for yourself and you're showing up for your voice, which is something that a lot of people say they're going to do. And then when push comes to shove, they don't do it. So I believe in you guys that if you're gonna say yes to this experience, you're going to say yes to yourself a year from now or 2 years from now. Think about how good of a singer you're gonna be in 2 years from now if you sign up right now and you really commit, right? So it's so funny. I was talking to somebody who's interested in the membership yesterday, and she told me that she's already heard improvement just from working on a couple of the lives that I did in the practice challenge. So if you're already hearing a little bit improvement in watching some of my YouTube videos or in watching some lives that I do in my Facebook group, just think about how much improvement you're gonna hear when you're actually following a step-by-step guide, because that's what this really is for you guys. I'm laying down a step-by-step guide for you to really improve your technique so that you have a stability and a foundation that you can really count on when you wanna sing. Okay, woo! I need to take a drink after that answer. Okay. This next question is, what if I can't practice every day? And this is a really good question. I think, when people are deciding if they're going to enroll in a membership like this, a big question that you might have is, how much time does it actually take to get better? And so I know I've said this before, a lot of you guys who listen to me all the time have probably heard this a million times by now, but you don't have to practice every single day to really improve your singing, right? What it takes is a couple times a week of very, very focused, committed practice, right? So my recommendation to everyone who, whether you do this membership or not, is that you really find 4 times a week to focus on your voice. Now, 2 of those times, you're going to do some warm-ups, right? You're just gonna do some warm-ups, you're gonna do some vocal exercises. If you're in the membership, you're going to, open up and log in maybe spend 10 to 15 minutes just doing some of the exercises in the courses, right? And then that's it. It's just a quick 10 to 15 minutes warm up and a couple exercises, something to move you forward in the right direction. And then the other 2 times a week, you're doing a longer, more extensive session, right? So in that session, you're connecting to your breath, you're warming up, you're working on vocal exercises, you're working on the exercises in the membership or in one of the courses, and then you're working on your songs. You know, whether you write music or whether you have something that you're working on, you're just working on something for fun, some kind of pop music, or maybe you're getting ready for your next karaoke performance. You really work on that song in that time. So that session, depending on your endurance and skill level, is anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour. So for example, I usually cap my practicing off at an hour, and that's usually enough for me. But some of my students who are beginners, you know, they're getting tired after about a half an hour of singing. So that's who would really be practicing for a half an hour. And that's totally okay. By the way, guys, your vocal endurance will improve from being in this membership as well. Okay, so I want to leave you with one other thought, and that is the beauty of this is that you're going to be able to do it when is right for you. Right, so I've played around with some live stuff, like doing courses live and doing Zooms live. And what I've found is that really people are so busy that unless, you know, you guys, unless they have a lot of free time on their hands, which let's be real, most of you don't, you have a really hard time making it to the live course. So I decided that the way I'm going to do this is totally pre-recorded. So everything in the membership is pre-recorded, and it's going to be there for you and accessible for you 24/7. So for those of you who are across the world, you guys can access it when it's 3 in the morning my time, you know, or vice versa. And you're really able to decide when is best for you to work on the membership and to go to town at your own pace, at your own speed, and whenever is best for you. So there's that, right? I think that honestly is a reason in itself to join, is that you guys, you're gonna have access to it since you're paying for access to it, and you're gonna be able to do it whenever you want. Okay, let's see here. So I just have one more thought for you guys, and I'm going to hop off. But the thought is this. If you're somebody who's been frustrated, who's been struggling, who has not been hearing improvement in your voice, I want you to ask yourself, what are you doing right now to change that, right? Because as human beings, we get really comfortable with what we're doing right now, right? And if you've discovered and you've answered that whatever you're doing right now is not working for you, you need a new solution, right? You need something else to commit to. You need something else to work on that's going to really help you get over this plateau that you've been experiencing, or even just to start, right? So many of my students come into my studio and I ask them, so how long have you been wanting to take lessons? And most of them tell me between 5 and 10 years. You guys, don't wait 5 or 10 years to get started. In 5 or 10 years, you could be literally light years away in your singing and your vocal technique of where you are right now. So if you say yes right now, think about how much farther you'll be then. Anyway, so my thought is that if you've been struggling, you need something new, right? So this could be perfect for you to be that new thing that you try, that new thing that you commit to, that on this vocal journey that we're all on. We all need a guide, right? I have a voice teacher that I see every week. I see 40 to 45 students every week, some online, some in person. And so the idea behind this membership was for those of you who are not comfortable to take voice lessons yet, or maybe voice lessons weekly or bi-weekly is too much of an investment for you, that you still have something that you can really work on that will help you improve your voice, right? If you do the work. I keep saying that, if you do the work. Okay, so as you're asking yourself, you know, what do you want from your voice? Where are you going? What are you working towards? I really want you to imagine that future self of, if you say yes to joining this membership, where do the possibilities take you? Because I can guarantee that you are going to hear improvement very quickly, and you're going to gain that confidence that we all need as singers, because singing is a mental game, right? Singing is a mental game, and if you don't believe me, go talk to the professional singers who suffer from extreme stage fright. There are a lot of people out there who are professional singers that suffer from extreme stage fright, and honestly, guys, that's a reason that a lot of people walk away. It's not because they're not good singers, it's because they haven't really worked up their confidence and learned how to work through that stage presence and stage fright. So all of this stuff is going to be way, way better quickly while you're working on this course. So hey everyone, thanks. I see so many of you popping in and out. Amanda says, love this. Oh, sorry, Amanda, I wasn't seeing these comments. So Amanda says, so true. I don't know why I waited so long. Yes, you guys, it is very common for people to think this, and it's very therapeutic. That's what Amanda's saying. Amanda has been my online student since January, and she says, you will hear improvement. I have. Yes, so if you guys want to go see some more of those testimonials, they're all on that page that I linked up to these comments, or sorry, to these lives. And that's all I got for you guys. So you guys have till July 30th, sorry, August, I'm living in the past. August 30th, which is in 2 days, by midnight Eastern time, to say yes to this journey, say yes to being a founding member, and to do this, okay? So I want you guys to look inside for this decision. Ask yourselves what you want. Ask yourselves if you are really, you're in a place where you can commit to your voice. And if the answer is yes, that you really do want to hear that improvement, you really need someone to guide you, I am going to be thrilled to be your vocal guide. I'm going to help you up this mountain of vocal freedom and vocal technique, and we're going to do it together. So love you guys. Thanks for coming on live today, and I hope to see you inside. So go click on that link, check it out, see if it's for you, and I hope to see you inside. Have a great day. Bye. I don't know how to turn this off. I'm struggling to turn this off. Okay, bye guys. Oh my gosh. Bye.